It's our pleasure today to welcome into the KX Country Clubhouse, Shay Mooney and Dan Smyers. Dan and Shay, thank you so much for taking some time to join us here today.
Hey, thanks for having us, man. How you doing? Everything good?
I'm doing good. Congratulations, first of all, on the ACM nomination. That's awesome. Best duo
Thank
or
you,
group
man.
again. And of course, the success of Glad You Exist, which has just been out for 2 weeks. It's been the #1 song added everywhere. So that's really something to be proud of, I would assume.
Absolutely, man. We're so grateful. That song is it's very close to our hearts, and we miss so many people not being able to get out on tour and see our fans and our friends and our families for the last 12 months. So that song is kind of just a message to everyone in our lives that we're thinking about them, that we care about them, that we love them, and the support from radio so far has been absolutely incredible, man. So we are grateful. We're grateful for you taking the time, and hopefully for everybody out there listening. Hope they like the song.
You know, when I first saw the title, I just assumed, hey, it's a love song. It's about, but then you listen to it and then you read the reaction. And of course, you guys have set up a website for your fans to interact with, gladyouexist.com. And I realized that it's not just about a relationship between two people, but between you guys and your fans, your audience.
Yeah, man. This is a song that we're very thankful for. It's not often that a song comes along like this that is not just a love song. It's a universal message, and I think it's important, especially with all that everyone's gone through. It's a universal thing that we've all been going through with COVID, and it's a very, I don't want to say a unifying thing because that's obviously there's been so much tragedy, but I feel like it is an opportunity for the world to come together over a similar things happening to us. I feel like it's important that we share a message that is everyone can kind of draw from. The Glad You Exist message of I feel like a lot of times we were super busy before this. We were on tour and on the road, and we didn't tell the people that we cared about them enough. Obviously we always try to do that, and did even before this. But I think that it's something that was very important to us to make sure that we were telling the people that we love them. And I thought that this would be a great message, for our fans. And we realized through this whole thing that, we needed this song. We needed to remember this message. And, I'm very glad that this guy over here exists and that we get to do music together and that we're able to be on here. And, people like you, man, for playing our music and for supporting us, and to our fans, it's just such an amazing, message that we needed just as much as everyone else. And I think everyone is, seeing all the stories and all the messages that we get, and from gladyouexist.com, and also just our Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all these social media platforms. We've really been feeling the love on this, and everything from engagements to people sending this to their friends and letting them know how much they care has just been a very positive message that's just incredible. And to see that, Dan and I, almost every night we get on there, and it's just such a positive a message for us, and kind of lifts our spirits as well. And we know that's doing that for other people. So this song is definitely bigger than us and this message. So we're very proud to bring the message to the world, and it's just been incredible to see.
I've noticed too, with the pandemic affecting everyone, as you mentioned, in many ways, the bond between the artist and the audience has gotten lost because you can't play live, obviously. But you guys have been bending over backwards to reach out personally, both through socials and otherwise. You guys seem to have almost built it even stronger during this last year or so.
Oh, thanks for saying that, man. We're trying, the best that we can. It's been, like you said, it's been tough for artists and for fans as well. We're fans of music, and we thrive on going to concerts and in our free time, or being on the road and seeing our friends' bands play. And we haven't been able to have that, in the last 12 months. So we're just trying to connect, man. I mean, even the littlest thing, you never know what somebody's going through. When somebody sends us positive feedback on a song, man, that keeps us going. So we always try our best to, whether it's as small as liking a tweet or favoriting a comment or trying to reply. And now our new thing, we both kind of recently got new phones our phones were like cracked screens, cameras didn't work.
Yeah, I
And
know
we
that.
finally got new ones, and we're all like giddy on it. We're like, oh, let's make a video for this person. It's their birthday. It's not their birthday, but it's gonna be in a few months. Let's make a video. So we're all hyped on that, man. And it's it's been really cool to see some of the responses to that stuff. Just the littlest gestures are making a big difference.
It's funny you say that, because on a personal note, we don't get a lot of Nashville artists through this studios, especially lately. But even in the last 10 years or so, most of the artists who come in here are Canadian acts that are well known to Canadian fans and up and comers, whatnot. But we didn't get a lot of Nashville acts in the last 10 years or so. You guys were here, I think it was around the time of From the Ground Up. You came in and popped your head in, and I said, wow, Dan and Shay. Like
Yeah,
it
man.
was a surprise visit. And that really made a real impression on all of us up here.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. We're so thankful for you guys, man. It's amazing for us, to be able to go somewhere obviously that is, pretty far from where we live, and to hear people singing back our words, and whether it's at a festival or a club or anywhere we've played up there, has just been the best time, and such amazing people up in Canada, and we can't thank you guys enough, for playing our music and for supporting us. That's our music doesn't get out there to the fans if it wasn't for you guys. So we're very thankful for that partnership, and we'll try to keep giving you good songs if you'll keep playing them.
That's all it takes. Just keep sending those good songs. And you two have been quarantined together pretty much since last spring, have you not?
Yeah, man, we've kept it super locked down, and anything we have to do, music video shoot or any kind of public event, we're getting tested 5-6 times. We've had all the tests at this point, the swabs and everything else. And man, it's it's important for us to be staying safe, and we're grateful for our health, for our family's health, and everybody around us. So man, just being able to work, being able to get some stuff done. And luckily for us, we've kind of always been DIY with how we make our records and record our songs, and we just this has been not that much different for us. Just kind of Shay comes over in this room and sing some vocals into the mic, and then we build up the track ourselves, and then we ship it off. So luckily for us, we had a little bit of practice in that before this all went down, so we were able to stay creative and keep the wheels turning.
I wonder if I Should Probably Go to Bed would even been written and recorded had you not two been not in quarantine last spring, because you did the whole thing there, did you not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was we were talking about that earlier. Actually, it was we had started that song back in January of 2020, and it was around Grammy time, and right around the same time, actually, we wrote "Glad You Exist," and we didn't have the song finished. I think we had a verse, chorus, or something, and we had played it in sound check a couple times, and our band was like, "Oh man, that's really cool. What is that song?" And we're just like, "Oh, it's something we've written," and we kept playing that in sound check, and when we were together, and just loved the chorus and what the song was, but it was not finished. We had half a song, and we were able to, after a few months of being quarantined, Dan and I got together again, and we were super stoked, first of all, to be together again, because we've been apart from each other for so long. So we got together, and Dan sat down on the piano, was playing "I Should Probably Go to Bed," and I just started singing random stuff, and we started going back and forth like, "Oh, what about this? This is really cool." And we finished the song in probably, I don't even, 20 minutes or something, and we're just super excited about it, and we ran upstairs and recorded it, and we just kind of worked it up right there. So we were talking about that, though. I don't think that song would have ever been finished. We were in tour mode. We had started the arena tour, and we weren't really thinking about writing at that point. And whenever we got back, obviously all that happened. The song definitely would not have been finished in the way that it was finished. We were able to kind of take a chance and do some really different things. And obviously that song is very unconventional. And it's in the production and everything was something really unique that we had a lot of fun with. So I don't think that it would have happened in that way. So very very thankful for that little bright spot in all the craziness.
Quick question for Dan. Have your production skills become more honed during this time? You've had a lot more time to sit at the board and the software and whatnot, or you'd be doing this anyway?
I've lost all perspective at this point, man. It's I think I get crazier with every project. It takes me that much longer every time. I go a little bit deeper on it, and our team probably wants to kill me at this point for taking so long on one little part of a song that probably doesn't make a big difference in the grand scheme of things. But that's what we always say. Nobody's going to care more about our records and our projects than we do. So that's why we invest so much time and effort into them. And I think whether fans like can dissect the layers of production or not, subconsciously they can feel that we care. And I think that translates in the long run. If we care about it, the fans, hopefully, knock on wood, are going to care about it. And if we don't care, then why should anyone else care? So we dig in pretty deep and go crazy. But I'm always trying to get better, trying to explore new sounds. And we set the bar for what we do with every project we make. So it's like, this song was this successful. I don't know. We end up kicking ourselves a lot of times by doing that, but it's the only way we're going to get better, because you guys, radio, our fans, everybody deserves that from us.
Can you tell when you've written a hit? Sometimes you can, maybe, but other times, do you ever think, wow, this song is never going to go anywhere, and then boom, it surprises you? Or?
Man, I feel like we have a pretty good grip. I like to think that we do of what's going to work for us because we listen to our fans. You know, we've always tried to keep our finger on the pulse of not really what's going on in the world and what's going on in the world of music and chasing that because I think if you start to chase, by the time you get there, you're way behind. You have to try to do what you're doing and make sure that you're doing your thing right. And Dan and I have always tried to just write great Dan and Shay music, and I feel like listening to our fans and seeing, being on the road and just touring and seeing how they react to certain things. And I think we try to, we kind of know what they, not necessarily what they want to hear, but we try to, make sure that we're writing stuff that we know that they're going to like and stuff that we like, because that's how we started out. We wrote songs that we love to hear and what we were liking to listen to. So our fans really loved that. And we've tried to stay, true to who we were. And we can usually tell if, oh man, it's kind of like our fans are going to love this one. We can't wait to do this and get this out there to them. And usually that pays off of just, making sure that we're staying true to who we are as artists. And we also want to push it, but also not abandon what got us here in the first place.
It was just a little over 8 years ago you guys first met up and started working together, December 2012. So long ago. You both had kind of careers and were working at stuff prior to that. And now look at you now, and it's just what a long trip it's been, really. Since
Yeah, man,
December
it's
2012.
it's been incredible. It's people always ask us what's the moment, like what's the milestone, and it's just been so many. We're so grateful to have had incredible people come into our lives and accomplish a lot of cool things that we could have never even dreamed of as kids. It's crazy. I don't even know which one is the pinnacle, but I think it's just maybe a combination of all those things. I think it's being able to do this, for a living, to be able to support our families and do what we love is absolutely incredible. We pinch ourselves every day. And
I do the same, just thinking I play music on the radio every day.
it's incredible,
my
man. And,
my neighbor comes home, he's tired, he's been installing HVAC systems all day. How was your
yeah,
day, Pete? Oh, I played the new Dan and Shay, man. Yeah, wore me right out.
exactly. Anytime you catch yourself complaining, you're like, it could be a lot worse. So
Exactly. Dan and Shay, we appreciate you taking the time with us to chat in the KX Country Clubhouse today. We wish you nothing but the best. Hope to see you back out on the road, fingers crossed, as soon as possible.
yes,
Absolutely.
thank you for taking the time, man. I love your positive energy. This was a pleasure.
Awesome.
It takes a lot of work to be this positive, I'll tell you right now.
Killing it, man. Making us feel good.
No, man. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate all the support over the years, and hopefully we get up there and see you in person real soon.